So like I said, I will be recording I'll be recording on the Zoom. I'll be recording on my podcast, and I also will upload this video on YouTube if you didn't catch this live or this meeting. So this is chamomile tea, some ice cold chamomile tea. I love chamomile tea. So let's get started. So today's meeting is about the universal laws. I'm probably not going to do all of them, but I'm pretty sure that I did this before on a previous episode. I'm just going over it again. And let's see. I'm inviting people. Okay, let me just get back to this. So we're going to get ready to get started. Like I said, if you didn't catch this, I'll definitely upload it so that you can. So we're talking about the laws, the universal laws. So I want to let you know that these universal laws applies to everyone. It doesn't matter what religion you are, what color you are, they apply to everybody. And I definitely felt like at one point that they only applied to people that was awake when these laws apply to everybody. So of course the first law that we know about or that we learn about is the law of attraction. So I talked about this on my podcast about the law of attraction, and the law of attraction, I have my notes here, so if you see me looking down, that is why. So the law of attraction states that everything like attracts like. We all heard that birds of a feather flock together. So we definitely know that is a universal rule that we cannot escape. We hear it when we're young, birds of a feather flock together. I also noticed that when you're around people for a very long time, or say like partners who are married for a long time, I noticed that they start to look like each other. So when I first learned about the law of attraction, it was the book Jerry and Esther Hicks. It's called The Law of Attraction. They was one of the first people that I learned, or that actually spoke on the law, any type of university laws. They was like the first people that I heard talk about the universal laws. So the law of attraction to me, it's kind of like, say I give you an example. I notice sometimes that sometimes you go without talking to certain people, and it's kind of like sometimes you are in contact with these people is because you guys are on a different level. Maybe you're up here and this person is kind of like still up here. So it's like that person has to meet you up here in order for you all to come together and blend your energies. But you're not going to be around people that you don't vibe with. That's where the vibes come in at. I vibe with certain people compared to not being able to vibe with these types of people. And that doesn't mean that just because we can't vibe with these type of people that they're bad people. It's just our vibe attracts our tribe. So the law of attraction, that's the first law that I was going to do. That's the first law that I learned about. So the next one is, these are actually called the 7 Hermetic Principles. That I'm not going to put all that extra title on it. These are going to just be the laws of the universe. So the law of mentality, it states that all is mind and the universe is mental. This goes back to say that the creator is mental. The whole universe was created off of just a single thought. Okay, it was a single thought, and then everything burst into reality. I never read it nowhere. It's just something that I just downloaded. But everything is mind, everything is mental, everything that you see, this cup was once a thought. It was once in someone's mind. They created in their mind first. Then it came, they pulled it down from, that's a whole other video, but they put it down from, the ethers, and then it came into physical manifestation. That's what everything's come from. It comes from a single thought, and we have to do the work to put it out there in order for it to manifest. Sometimes we have to make things for it to manifest, or other things come from other people and they're making it, and it manifests. I'm not sure you get the kids. I told them I had a video, but They don't care about that. So the law of correspondence, as above, so below. We hear people always saying this, but I'm not sure if people really understand what all above, as above, so below. So now we know that right now there's a war going on in this third dimension on Mother Earth. I'm gonna get to that too. Everything is Mother Earth, Mother Nature, you know. I think somebody pissed Mother off and now Mother is reacting. So all as above, so below. So whatever is happening here in this third dimension is definitely happening on the other dimensions. It may not be as what's the word I'm looking for? As strong, because we're here in this third dimension, so we're going to feel it here stronger. But it's definitely other things, and it's definitely a war that is going on in the spiritual realm as all. Like, it's some crazy stuff that's happening. That's going to be a whole complete another video. But I'm not sure if you all are seeing the glitches, but I'm seeing the glitches everywhere. Not just in this reality, but the phones, the TV is glitching. Like, a lot of stuff is glitching. And this whole paradigm is about to literally fall down so that one can be created. That happens with everything. It's like the tower. If you are tarot readers, you know about the tarot, the tarot card. You know, you see the tarot as a home being, you know, torn down, which means that's only stating that certain foundations has to be broken down in order for you to be able to build a new foundation. You can't build a new foundation on something that's already rotten and that has already sustained, you know, the test of time. The time for that to go and present itself to something else, or to show somebody else their way, or whatever it is. But you get what I'm saying. So the law of vibration, nothing rests and everything moves. Everything vibrates. Everything vibrates. This phone is vibrating. This phone is vibrating at a incredibly fast speed, but we're unable to see it because of our two eyes. And these eyes was only meant to be useful in this third dimension. Like, it's all types of things and beings. I need to get a tissue. My nose is running me. It's all types of beings that are here at this time that are all around us, but we can't, well, some of us can see them, but everybody can't see these beings that are around us at all times. Like, it's literally other people that share this dimension with us and we can't see it. So everything vibrates, everything moves, everything is in constant movement. So that means that nothing stays the same. Things grow, things evolve. So everything is moving at an incredibly fast rate, and it's so fast that we can't see it. So we will think that everything is still and dormant when everything is in movement at all times. The universe is always moving and changing. Our bodies are always moving and changing. So the next one is law of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. They are identical in nature but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths, and all paradoxes may be reconciled. So everything has is up and everything has is down. Some things that we deem, some things are polarity means, say that you're up here one time, you're living your best life, you know, everything is going how you want it to happen. And then, you know, at this bottom we have, you know, the negativity. Those poles switch sometimes where nothing stays the same. Sometimes you're going to be living the best life that you ever lived, laughter, happiness. Then it's going to go back. Sometimes it's like you're not with the fucks, you're not with the shit. And, you know, things, you know, turn upside down. It's the polarity. You know, nothing stays the same. You have to be able to handle both of them. Your happy times and your sad, your bad times. So gender, the law of gender. Gender isn't everything. I just learned that flowers have a gender. Like, there's a male. I was learning this when I was teaching my kids. You know, I homeschool my kids, and it's like I'm learning a lot of things with them, and I'm also, you know, taking out the things that aren't true, because we know school. We're going to talk about that in another topic. That's the next meeting where I discuss schools are not meant to teach you. That's in another one. And so I hope I don't have anybody waiting in the waiting room. But that's what I was saying about the gender. So yeah, I just learned that flowers have gender, a male and a female gender. So now that opened up the whole broader perspective on gender roles. So gender is everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. And so we definitely see now in our society that gender is like an issue now. It's like an issue, but it's not too talked about. Some people are, I'm going to say, confused about their gender. Some people, I'm going to say, is like they don't really know the roles of a gender. I hear some men saying that if your men's fingernails aren't supposed to be long because that's a woman thing. And I'm not sure where people are getting this stuff from, but that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you're a woman or want to be a woman just because you have long fingernails. It goes to say for women too. Women who walk around and act like they don't need a man's help, or act like they can lift everything. A woman is not supposed to lift heavy shit. I don't know if y'all know that, but women are not supposed to lift heavy shit. Men are supposed to do that, okay? So that's going to be a whole other topic too. So yeah, everything has its feminine and masculine properties, and each man and woman has to learn how to balance those feminine qualities. A female or a feminine quality is, nurturing, loving, being compassionate, being understanding, being a peacemaker, while the masculine job is more of action. They're the caretakers. I mean, not the caretakers, but they're like the action ones. They're the ones that get the stuff moving. They're the ones that put their energy in to, get things rolling. They're that action energy. So we, man and female, have to learn how to access both of those energies within one being. So the next law is the law of rhythm. This thing doesn't have, the time, I notice, and I'm not good with time. So it's 13 minutes, so that's good. I know I started at 11 o'clock. So law of rhythm, we'll try to finish all of these. It's 12 of them in all. And I also kind of want to go into the laws of karma. But if we don't have time, well, we might not have time for the law of karma, because that's an extra 13. So I may just finish these laws and then do the next one for the next time. So the law of rhythm states that everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. And so the rhythm and the life of flow, things swing back and forth. Sometimes things are up, sometimes things are down. Like I said before, with the law of polarity. And I noticed that all these laws is corresponding to the next one. Like the law of vibration. The law of vibration connects to the law of polarity, where you have to know which vibration you're in and know how to handle each one of those vibrations. Like I said, things go up and sometimes things go down. It's just life. That's what we sign up for. We sign up for life, and we sign up to have ups and downs. We sign up to evolve. We sign up for things to change without us knowing. We sign up, and then you have to listen to your intuition too. Some things that happen to us is like our ancestors and our guides tell us, but we don't listen. Like, we really don't listen. So 7 is the law of cause and effect, which is a law that I'm definitely learning about. It's this book that I read. The book is called The Buddha in Your Mirror. That book taught me so much about cause and effect. So let me read it. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law, not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. So I'm going to say this. So nothing can be escaped. You cannot do things and think that you cannot cause something and think that there not would be an effect, whether the cause is negative or positive. I'm gonna give you an example. Say you have a job, and this is the example that the book gave. Say that and this is how I kind of understood when it was talking about. So say you have a job, right, and you have a boss that's not so friendly. This boss kind of likes everybody but you, and so the way that I've learned is that we have to also take responsibility for things, even if it's something else we feel like it's something that somebody else has to handle. What I learned is that sometimes people don't like us, or people are not drawn to us, is sometimes because we put that energy out there. Sometimes we don't know that this person doesn't like me, or this person take to everybody else and not me, because maybe this person is a person who requires attention and I'm not willing to just give that attention like that. That's one scenario. And another scenario is about, I give you an example of being in bad relationships. We can't put the blame on completely the other person and say, oh my God, they did this to me, they did that to me, blase and blase. We have to take responsibility and say, I stayed for that long in that relationship. I could have ended it when I felt like it was unhealthy, but I didn't. So I had to learn that, to not blame everybody else for what is going on in your life, when we are the creators of our reality. We are the ones that say what goes and what stays. So it's pretty much people just taking back control of your life and not making no excuses for nothing. And remember, this is the podcast of no excuses and no regrets. So number 8, the law of divine oneness. Everything is connected. And so the law of divine oneness. Oneness to me is, I feel like for you to become one with another person, that's where, that marriage thing comes in at. When you get married, you become one with that person. Now, divine law of oneness is everything is one. We are connected based off of us being in this belly, this womb. Mother Earth is a womb. We are in a womb all at the same time, experiencing human conditions, human bullshit, while on a spiritual journey, okay? Some people are not human, we know that. But for the people that are human, we know that you are one with this universe. We know that whatever the universe has to offer, you also have to offer. Just as they say, as God is within us. Once you find out that you are God-like, then you will see where that divinity come from. So we did law of attraction, number 9, the law of action. That's where this masculinity, the masculine come in at. So the law of action manifests requires aligned action. People literally just think that you put out, people think that you can say, okay, I want $1 million. But you have to work to get that $1 million. You can't just sit on your ass and say, well, I want $1 million. And some people can't do that. Some people can't sit on their ass and literally make $1 million. Ooh, excuse me. Some people can literally sit on their ass and make $1 million. There's nothing wrong with that. While others, you have to put forth action. You have to push and show the universe, hey, I asked for this, I want it, so let me put action towards what I really want. Let me implement these talents that the Creator already gave to me for me to be able to show the world, and for me to be able to take care of myself and get the things that I want. I'm working right now. And for the universe to be able, and for us to be able to get what it is that we really want to manifest. I had to learn that law of action too. The first time where I learned that doesn't really apply. But the first time I learned about, the law of attraction and I learned that we can pretty much have whatever we want to have, is when I learned about the law of attraction. At that time, I needed something. And so what I did, I meditated for like a week. But before then, when I learned about law of attraction, I thought, I can just ask for what I want and it'll just come to me. Sometimes that is right. Sometimes where I think of things and I'll see it, or it'll come to me. Sometimes that does work. Yeah, sometimes that is right. But for other times, you got to put forth that action. You got to show the universe, I'm prepared, I'm ready, whatever it is that you're going to give me, whatever it is that I deserve, I'm going to show you by working hard towards to go get it. Now, I'm saying work smarter, not harder. You ain't got to be all that, okay? So, number 11, law of compensation. we are rewarded for right action. Once again, back to the law of action. We are rewarded for putting action and for that's not even the word, actionable, but we are rewarded from our talents that we put out and we show the world. That's why people have talents. We have talents to show the world, to show our creative side, to show another part of the creator. That's why we have talents. Some people don't realize they have talents or exercise their talents because we've been so bombarded with, no, you have to go work for somebody else in order to be considered normal or a human, or to even receive a fucking income tax. Like, that's some of the reasons people get jobs. But 12, and I'm not even knocking people who have jobs. If you have one, then cool, get your money. But at the same time, it's some people out here like me that haven't been successful with that. But I'm not going to stay up that. Do what you do. It's everybody's life and everybody can do what they want to do. But just don't look down on people who don't have jobs and who don't feel like you have to go give all your energy someplace else. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it was in school where they taught us how to own our own business, to where we won't feel bad for not having a job or feel bad for having a job. But I just feel like it shouldn't be started off like that. People should be able to be and do and become who they want to, instead of being bombarded with something that's not going to push your own dreams. So number 12 is the law of perpetual mutation of energy. So energy is always moving and always changing. Once again, the law of polarity, the law of vibration, things are always constantly changing. Our lives are always constantly changing. Our bodies are always constantly changing. Nothing ever is 1122. 1122. And so, I think I'm getting a cold too. That's probably why I've been drinking a lot of chamomile tea. But the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, once again, states that everything is always in movement. Everything is always moving, constant movement. The whole universe is moving. Everything is changing at this point. At this point, 2020, you should know that everything is changing. There should be no doubt in your mind how things are going to get worse before they get better. It just has to. It just has to. And so, since I have a little time, it's 11:23, and I'm gonna try to do the laws of karma in the hope that it doesn't cut me off. So, the laws of karma. There's actually 13 of these. I'm going to try to go through all 13 without being so fast. So the great law, whatever we put into the universe, it will come back to us. So this is another thing about cause and effect. Whatever you put out, whether it's positive or negative, it will come back to you. That doesn't define on, that teaches you a lot too. When things come back to you, you learn from those things. That's the great law, the great universal law. So number 2, the law of humility. One must accept something in order to change it. Oh my goodness. This goes for the want to be healed. We have to first recognize that we have issues. We have mental issues. We have emotional issues. We have to own up to that and accept that first. You can't help people who keep saying there's nothing wrong with me, I'm perfect, don't tell me what's wrong with me. You cannot help people like that. And people like that, it's just no helping them. They're so stuck in their ways. It's just you'll hurt yourself trying to help them. I had to learn that. So number 3, the law of responsibility. Once again, we must take responsibility for what is in our lives. Say that there are people in your life that are toxic. We have to take some responsibility with even allowing those toxic people to even come into our life. We should have stopped that toxic a long time ago. Like, I'm even speaking for myself too, okay? We should have stopped that toxicity a long time ago, but I feel like some of us, we get used to toxicity and it'd be hard to leave. I'm telling you this from experience. So number 4, the law of focus. We cannot think of 2 different things at the same time. Yeah, pretty much you already know what that is. You can't I want to come back to, I don't know why I heard this, I want to come back to and talk about twin flames. I see a lot of people starting to wake up to the knowledge of twin flames. And I want to share with you my journey, what I've learned about, the twin flame union and the twin flame journey. But I just heard that, and I just saw something about twin flames before I got on here. So that's like confirmation. So we cannot think of two different things at the same time. And this is something that I thought about when I started creating my channel and everything. I thought about, being focused and staying on one thing. My mind be everywhere. Like it, and that's not even a bad thing, because like for me, I could sit here and be doing so many things at once, and all of those things will get done. It's like I could be teaching, cooking, doing a video, working on something, and it's all going to be finished at the end of the day. But I've learned that you definitely have to focus on one thing in order to be able. You guys, these kids are really loud. I have to stop them right quick. Sorry. Sorry, you guys, I'm back. It was being too loud and rude. I had to do something about that. And so back to the laws of karma. I wonder if I can edit that, but I don't think you can edit on Zoom. So the law of focus. It says, okay, I just went through that. The law of focus, we cannot think of two different things at the same time. But all I'm saying is that if you have something that you're doing, have something that you're passionate about it, do it, be the best that you can be at it, and just get that shit done. So 5, the law of here and now. We cannot be present if we are looking backwards. You cannot move forward if you're constantly looking back. You cannot close one. What is that? You cannot close one door and try to go open up another one, because I swear to God, I shut that damn door in your face. I will shut that door in your face. Do not even play. So 6, the law of patience and reward. The most valuable rewards require persistence. The law of action. Once again, like I just said, you got to put forth action. You got to have patience. I just did a reading yesterday, and it had that in it. It had that in there numerous of times. Matter of fact, it had that in a number. I'm gonna be coming back here doing like weekly or monthly readings, because Spirit been really pushing me to do that again, and I kind of blocked it. But yeah, I'm going to start doing that. So back to what I was saying, the law of patience and reward. The most valuable rewards, and I'm not going to say that the most valuable awards come when it does, when you're working hard, when you're passionate about something. Say if you want somebody and you continue to go after that person, you continue to put all that energy to that something, eventually that person will be like, well, damn, I've never, that's a whole other topic. So we have the law of creation. Life does not happen by itself, and we need to make it happen. So like on YouTube, prime example. YouTube would not be who they are if it wasn't for creators like me putting out videos. Meanwhile, YouTube is only putting out certain videos. I notice the people who talk just bullshit like drama and stupid shit that really don't matter, they get pushed the more. That's why I say I'm not going to be putting my videos on YouTube. I'm not even putting my videos on YouTube to get paid. That's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it because I really want to help people heal themselves. That's the reason. So I don't care about the money. I care about just pushing my video. That's why I want you guys to subscribe. But I'll put that in at the end. But that's why I backed away from YouTube, because I'm not gonna be making these videos and the videos are not being pushed. Like they can push my videos just like everybody else's who talk shit, who's racist, who's put all types of bullshit on. Like, you can seriously push other people's videos, but do they do it? No. But if it wasn't for creators, there will be no YouTube. That's just what it is. Number 9, and we have to stop trying to make these people do what we want them to do on their platform. That's the main reason why I ventured off and created my own website, and I will be continuing to create my own website. And that's what I'm just gonna buy my own business. So, but I ain't gonna post my videos on YouTube. If they don't get pushed, oh well, eventually some people will see them, the people that's supposed to see them. So number 9, the law of growth. When we change ourselves, our lives change too. Definitely right. When we change ourselves, we start working on ourselves. We see how certain people fall from our life. We see how we stop talking to certain people because we have dead energy. It has to start from within first. First, you have to realize that you're ready to grow. You can't make people grow. Y'all learning that? You can't make people grow. You can't make people grow. That is so good. So when we change ourselves, so like I said, it starts from within. You have to start from within and work your way on the outside. So first of all, the growth and the change start from within. Then from within, you'll start seeing your outer world change. I'm a prime example. I went from staying in a one hotel room with 5 kids, but every kid we stayed in one. I went from staying in hotels to having my own apartment now. You see, like how everything, like I was not able to set up how I wanted to set up being in a one hotel room with 2 beds and 5 kids, you know. So once I started, even where I stayed at, it's like I didn't even like going outside because it was nothing but property. So to where I eventually got into the mind frame of regardless of where I am, I can change my circumstances. So then I started going outside and just envisioning something completely different. I envisioned something completely different that was what was actually across that street, like for real. And that helped me. That helped me create. That helped me with my manifestation. That helped because when I moved to my place, my manifestation was on fleek. Like, I mean, manifesting everything. I manifested everything in this house. Everything. From the tiniest little detail. I mean, everything. Even down to this little thing, I manifest. So, number 10 is the law of connection. The past, the present, and the future are all connected. Which is 100% facts. Facts. I'm telling you. Connections, even with people, like I gotta talk about that again. Hi, if you're watching. So I gotta come back and talk about connections, okay? I gotta talk about that. So your past and your present and your future, we're all living that at the same time. Now, less than 2 minutes ago, it was the past. Right now, it's the future. I mean, well, pretty much it is from 2 minutes ago. But right now, it's the present. Which is right now is now going to be the future. You see how the past pretty much helps us in the present on what we should and should not do in the future. If that makes sense. So 11, the law of giving and hospitality. Our behavior should match our thoughts and actions. This is what social media comes in at. Some people's behaviors do not match their thoughts and actions. That's why I am always talking so much shit about social media. It's so many people on social media that's not real, okay? I have these people in my inboxes. They're not real. They're not real, okay? That's the only thing I can say. These people are not real. There are also people that are on. That's with anywhere though. That's what in your life. That's on social media. That's on TV. Sometimes people get in front of people and they are completely different. Meanwhile, when they're by themselves, they're completely different. It's kind of like with me, you gonna get what you get. It ain't gonna be no, I'm gonna act different because of this person. I'm gonna give you an example. I've had people that when somebody else came around, their whole voice changed. Their whole voice change, their whole demeanor change based off what this person looked like. And it's like, I'm not changing for no damn body. You can either accept how I talk, accept how I look, accept whatever it is, and we can get to going. Because, like, I talk shit on social media, but I'm not an actual shit talker. Like, well, yes, I am. I do. So yeah, the same person that you get on social media, the same person you're gonna get in life. Like my friends know this. Like my people that really know me, they know this. I'm not hard to get along, but I'm not with no bullshit either. I used to be the shy, sensitive girl. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna say anything. Like I used to be that girl, but once I started getting into my, dark magic, my magic, my intuition, my skills, my creativity, I was like, what? I care about what? You must have got me confused with somebody else, because that is not I. And so, number 12. And I love to laugh. I love to laugh, to make jokes, oh my God, I love it. Laughter is just like a medicine. It's medicine to me. I love it. My kids make me laugh. My kids are hilarious. They are comedians. My best friend is a comedian. He don't even know it. He's a fucking comedian. He has me up here, bitch, just be laughing. It be conversation that we done had fucking weeks ago that I'm still laughing about. Like, he see I make him laugh too, but his ass is so fucking funny. It don't make any sense. My kids is funny. Like, I find humor. I've learned to find humor in things instead of wallowing in it. Like, wallowing, it's like, it's unhealthy but I'm not saying it is unhealthy, okay? Sometimes we're gonna have our bad days, sometimes we're gonna have our good days, but that don't mean that you stay in the bad day all because you're used to that energy. I was like that. I used to stay in bad, toxic energy because I was used to it. Not no more. So 12, the law of change. History repeats itself until we learn from it and change our path. You damn right. Even in our families, right now I'm breaking generational curses. That was one of the reasons why I came back here. So my family ancestors ain't gotta go through this shit no more. So many things, and I didn't even realize it until I looked around and seen the things that my kids have that I don't have, that I didn't have when I was a kid. But that's not the only thing about breaking generational curses. What about breaking generational curses of not eating unhealthy food? Breaking generational curses as in not getting married. There was one point in time where I didn't want to get married because I felt like people don't take marriage serious no more. They're not even loyal to each other in friendships, let alone loyal to you in marriage. But my whole concept is changed on that. I want to get fucking married, okay? I want to be married. I'm not gonna be no baby mama, no side chick, no girl, like all that shit. I'm past all that. I've outgrown that, okay? So 13, the law of significance and inspiration. Rewards are a result of energy and effort we put into it. So I'm that girl. Is it like anybody else skin shedding? Like, my skin is shedding and it never shed like this before. But we see, see how things change and how certain things happen that didn't happen before, and it's kind of like you have to go with the flow. It don't mean I'm dying just because my skin is shedding the way it never used to. It just means that things are changing. Maybe my DNA is upgraded, and it has. We're going to say something about that later on. Another video. But that is real. DNA upgrade is real. Okay, it's very real. So the law of significance and inspiration states that rewards is a result of energy. So that's, and I don't feel like everybody gets their significance and inspiration or gets their flowers while they're here. Because like I said, even on YouTube, we see people that are getting praised that are assholes and that put out fucked up material. Okay, we know that everybody is not going to receive their accolades. We know that. So we have to be the voices to get these people heard. Like myself, people that you know of that things are getting pushed when you know they have something beneficial to say or to offer to the world. I apologize for sitting here just kind of in front of y'all face, but I made me some salmon for the first time. But that's all I wanted to talk about today with the 12 universal laws. If you missed this, I'll post this on my podcast and on YouTube and on my website. So if you haven't already, don't judge me. My website is akuwavi.wixsite.com. We will be seeing some upgrades soon. I'm trying to do like an interactive website. So I'm trying to learn how And I want, you know what? I'm going to say this. So I'm the kind of person where I have so much to offer, but I get caught up. It's like I get too comfortable. This came out in my reading too. It's like I get too comfortable. So it's like, now that I've did this, like set up the website, this still takes time and patience and hard work. Like I was working on this for a while, and it's kind of like I do things and I put so much energy and work into it, and I just stop. Like I remember when I did my podcast, when I started my podcast, this had nothing to do with the topic, but since I started my podcast, it kind of gave me not put fire up under my ass, but I definitely need people to put fire up under my ass for me to keep pushing. You know, I need a little push. That came out in my reading yesterday too. God damn. But I've been needing a push. So this is gonna be my push. I'm gonna push my damn self. So I'm gonna make sure I come on. I have these meetings regular. Make sure I'm on my podcast regular, on my website regular, and just keep doing edit. I know that I'm not going to get a whole bunch of subscribers or invites or whatever it is in the beginning, because I'm just not starting. Not too many people may know about me, but I'm going to keep this going. You don't have to worry about me just doing one meeting and not doing any more. I'm going to start putting a little more forth effort and everything. Like I said, it's time for us to start making plans for the long run. Like start making plans for like 5-10 years. Okay, because if 2020 ain't show you shit, it shows you we gotta start fucking doing it. We gotta start doing something, like something. So I appreciate you all for joining me, for listening. I hope that you guys are still taking care of yourself, taking care of each other. I hope you're still working on your healing. If you're not, get ready, because the universe is going to force you to, okay? Like I'm telling you. So I love you all. Thank you for listening. I'll be back here next week. And until next time, gods and goddesses, peace.